Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mo Finance and News channel. This episode's actually kind of interesting because I'm going to be talking about central banks and why they want to launch their own digital currencies, as we keep seeing that be a new thing going around. First, I'd like to say I apologize for the delay. We've actually bought two new businesses here locally, and I've been onboarding some of these new owners within our system, and it's very important for me to make sure that I always take care of the business people I deal with here day to day. And I do love making these videos, and I will continue making them for you guys. I appreciate the feedback, I appreciate the emails, I appreciate some of these comments. So it just means a lot that you guys care about the information I am providing. It's just fun, and it is something that I truly do enjoy, and I'm hoping it's building value for you. I'm hoping that this information is helping you make smarter decisions, or at least better target your financial goals for 2022. I'm going to try my best in the next couple of weeks to release more videos as people keep asking for new information. I think what's really helped you guys is the emails that I get telling me what content you guys are looking for. It just helps because then I know the people that are interested in it will watch it, and then two, they're going to gain value from it. And in this world, if you're building value with information, then you're helping people. And at the end of the day, I think that drives me to want to do this. But so everybody, thank you so much for coming back today. Let's get to this video. I know that for a long time here, we knew that central banks had resisted the idea of making digital currencies, but as things stand, they could not continue to resist any further. They just realized that they cannot win in this war against cryptocurrencies. Since they're not able to beat them, they have no option besides to join them. And I actually support that rhetoric. I do think that many of these big banks getting into digital currencies will show that crypto is the future, and it is fully unstoppable. It is impossible to stop an idea whose time has come, and it is 100% crypto time, guys. I was not a believer in 2018, biggest mistake I had made, and I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. Okay, now which central banks do we think are going to be making some of these changes? Well, some of these stats I found here that more than 80% of the central banks across the world are contemplating the idea of launching their own digital currencies, which will probably be known as central bank digital currencies, or they might make like a dollar and then peg it. I know I shouldn't say this, but they could do like a USDT, but like USTG, US dollar government. I don't know how they would do this, but they have to name it something simple that the masses can easily understand and utilize. Now, as the world's largest economy, the U.S. is working on the possibility of launching a digital dollar. President Biden has instructed the U.S. Treasury and the U.S. Federal Reserve to come up with the necessary framework that will be needed for the digital dollar. As you know, the dollar is the most traded currency in the world, and America is set to lose big if we do not venture into the world of digital currency at a good time. The European Union is also working on digital euro that is expected to be out in the next 4 years. Many other central banks in Asia, South America, Australia, and Africa have followed the same route. So sooner than later, the central bank currencies might actually revolutionize the global financial system. And that's going to impact a lot of us. Now, why are central banks embracing digital currencies like this? And I think it's because they're rushing to embrace these currencies to protect themselves from the future. The reasons are really straightforward, and let me kind of break some down here. The first one would be security concern. Right? Top on that list is security concern, and we always choose to store our money in the bank for safety reasons. I mean, that's why you have a savings account. In our minds, it is securely backed by the government in a bank at set limits. But the sad truth is that the banks themselves are not actually secure, you guys. And you have probably heard of people whose money was stolen by online fraudsters. Some of these cyber criminals, they can just steal from you by manipulating your online banking applications. Just remember, you guys, a central bank has a ledger that's controlled by the bank. And that's why these digital currencies are so important, because nobody controls the ledgers on many of these. That's the value that they bring, and that's what's making people go crazy about them. Now, central banks they're all fully aware of the online financial fraud, and that's why they're bringing in more secure currencies like this. Cryptocurrencies are going to offer the safest method because it's on a blockchain. I don't know how they're going to handle it, and they'll make these ledgers public, like publicly viewable or not. But I don't think if they do that, or if they don't do that, then it kind of takes away the crypto asset of this thing. So I don't necessarily know where that's going to go, but that's just something to think about. Another thing is the decentralized nature of it, and it's the freedom from bias. But see, it's kind of like I bring up that point. You still don't know if they're going to make it easy to see their blockchains, as you would say, or their ledgers to see what's kind of happening. Because again, then anybody can see your bank account. So there's one negative that I don't know how they're going to kind of fix that. Another thing would be stability. Central banks are also adopting this concept because they're going to be more stable than normal cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, amongst others. You can expect that the value of the American dollar will be greatly tied to the normal dollar. In that sense, the central bank's digital currencies have to be more stable. As such, more people will come in and utilize them. Another really great thing is the low transaction charges. As a business owner, one of my storefronts spends about 3% off of every stupid transaction to give to Stripe. I hate it. If people were using cryptos, I would be saving so much more money, faster transaction time. Sure, the crypto industry isn't going to offer me a loan like Stripe would. I don't use it. I don't take advantage of it. But I'm just letting you know that the higher these transaction fees that I am forced to pay as an entrepreneur, the more I hate those payment processing systems, and the more I'm pushed towards crypto in the long run. Another point is accessibility. The beauty of these digital currencies is as long as people are using them and the system they're using is really easy, then everybody can have access to it. And you can easily make a purchase by just using your phone. So luckily we're in the digital world where convenience is more of a priority, convenience and security than anything else. And no one enjoys making longer queues in the bank hall. Like, I hate standing in the bank to get the checks deposited. It is just so frustrating. So central banks really are going to have no option but to launch a digital currency for the benefit of people in their area of operation. Now, the big problem to all of this that I kind of see is, as much as the shift for the central bank's digital currencies appears to be a really good deal, they still need to proceed with great caution. So there's even the possibility with that the central bank digital currencies may be the greatest mistake too, as well, that could happen in the global financial system. A couple of reasons why is people may opt to shift their savings from the banks to the central bank digital currencies. In this case, the banks may not have the money that they can use to lend out to potential investors. Because you guys understand how a bank works right now. We give them money, it sits in their saving, they multiply it magically, and then they loan it out to entrepreneurs like me that will come and borrow it to build businesses. Now, the market forces of demand and supply will be big at play here when there's little money for loans in the bank, but that still might mess up this ecosystem of how a financial bank system actually makes their money. Now, what do some experts say? Some financial experts claim that the federal digital dollar would be moving money across the financial systems faster and cheaper, as well be bringing those who do not have bank accounts into the system and allowing the government to deliver financial aid effectively and efficiently, because then they'll actually be able to immediately just send to your wallet rather than the check system we're dealing with now. At the moment, we can only wait and see when the U.S. Treasury and the U.S. Federal Reserve will finally launch their own digital dollar. So we know that some digital currencies have been established in about 9 nations. I can't find the full list here, but 8 of which are in the Caribbean. Nigeria is the most recent country to issue its own, and having issued the e-Naira in October 2021, Russia and India have launched their own pilot ones that are currently being tested. So this is not stopping. This age is coming. I just don't know how they're going to implement it. Hopefully it helps you in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully they implement it correctly where it doesn't hurt us negatively in any way. So let's see where this goes, you guys. If you had not had the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, please do so. It is so nice to hit that 1,200 plus mark. I really appreciate all you guys' support. Now, I am committed here to giving you guys as much financial and crypto information in a timely manner as I can. I apologize for the long post, but I am back. I am ready, and I will kill it with you guys, all right? Thank you so much. Have a great day.